Welcome to the Geek Freaks Podcast, your go-to destination for answers to the most crucial business technology questions every business owner needs to hear. Today's episode is about the 2020 tech predictions. We're going to look into our crystal balls and see what we find. That's
What an intro.
Sorry, there's just three of us sitting in here.
Right.
So I guess, Luis, go ahead and start off again.
Yeah, let's do it. Tech industry worldwide stats. These are from various different sources. The first one is about augmented reality. So Gartner predicts that 100 million consumers will shop in augmented reality by 2020. It also predicts that 85% of customer interactions will be managed without a human by that time.
I don't know about that one.
That's like the mirror stuff.
Yeah, what do you think?
Before we get too far riffing, I forgot to introduce who was here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Luis Sanchez and Kris Peck today in studio with us again. We last month we talked about the 19 predictions that didn't happen. 2019
Yep,
predictions.
statistics for 2019, everything that didn't happen.
So now we're back with the 2020 crystal ball. Okay, so we're at retail consumers, which I think would be cool if you could look at, like, I don't know how many times I went to a store and bought what was on the mannequin and then put it on my chubby body and it didn't look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I mean, I think so 85% of customer interactions will be managed without a human at a time. I think that makes sense. I think stores now are trying to, like, I mean, for the most part, like self-checkout and stuff. I mean, it's weird because, like, even at Walmart, when you go to, like, self-checkout, like, there's still a person only because of theft and, like.
Yeah, but there's one person
It's
for
mainly
six.
Yeah, true.
It's mainly because they break like every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like-
And
Which is crazy to me because
I
the ones
think-
that the people are at, it's easy.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about those self-scan ones, but
They really gotta fix
when I worked
those.
at Myers, they broke all the time.
At Myers.
Yeah. Myers, it's all the same.
No, dude, there's
I
an
think
S
it's-
on it.
Yeah.
You put a little
Wow.
respect on that name.
Okay. As for augmented reality, what do you guys think? Like 100 million
no.
consumers will shop in augmented reality?
So it's only 100 million consumers.
Yeah. That's pretty small.
I think that's pretty fair.
Remember, this is worldwide stuff, so.
Yeah, I'd be
Well, think about
curious.
My bank. I go to there's no tellers. I go to an ATM with a lady's picture on it, and lady, like, on a webcam pops up, and she's like, "Hey, Ron, what are you doing today?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just depositing money, or I'm taking money out."
I think of when I think of augmented reality, I always think of, like, phone stuff that you use your phone to, like, scan.
Yeah, I'm sure that's yep.
So, like,
I always think of holographs, Tupac,
yeah,
that kind of stuff.
I mean, I wish. Can we please have holograms yet?
No,
I'm
it's
excited
not
for
on-
Star
it's not on
Wars.
the books.
Anyway, moving on. Internet of Things. In 2008, there are already more things connected to the internet than people. By 2020, the amount of internet-connected things will reach 50 billion, with 19 trillion in profits and cost savings coming from IoT over the next decade.
Yes, I believe.
So we already surpassed the amount of people, or amount of things connected to the internet than people, which was, like, not
I can
surprising.
certainly see that. I mean, if you look at everything you can connect with the Internet of Things, you certainly have like 5+. You could have 5+ per people. minimum.
Right. I know, that's crazy. 50 billion versus 7 billion people. Like, that's crazy. I mean, think about also, like, I mean, I don't want to, be like, do the hippy dippy stuff, but how much waste and, like, plastic and stuff we're using to create that many devices, like, versus people. Like, where's it all going? I mean, I guess we're not recycling a lot more, which is good, but, like,
Probably ends up in that like plastic island. Off the coast of like.
no
They're
bueno,
cleaning
no
it up.
bueno.
They're cleaning it up. Okay, the turtle with the straw, he's gonna be fine. But I was just in my firewall the other
Paper
day
straws are
trying to
trash.
fix something. Yeah, they're trash. They're stupid. So my house has, I think it was like 57 things on the internet. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But it's my light switches, it's the TVs in all the rooms, it's the Roku's on the back of the TVs, it's my Sonos speakers, it's the laptops, tablets, all that crap. So much crap in my house connects to the internet.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but it is what it is. So yeah, I know. I think that becomes a thing. Like, cause what is it? The Internet of Things.
Yeah.
So like my Samsung thing that controls all my lights and all the automation in my house, that's there. It's here. It's easy. When the sun goes down, my outside lights come on until I think midnight, and they shut off. I have to do anything with my
With
lights.
how many things
I
we
open my
have-
door and my kitchen lights turn on.
Yeah, I was gonna say with how many things we have connected to the internet, I'm still surprised we haven't like improved. I know we're pushing big for 5G, but like Wi-Fi and like what do we have, Wi-Fi 6 or something right now?
Oh, I
It's
don't
like-
know.
I don't know.
I thought I had heard something that they were working
pushing
on the
for
next
it.
standard.
Yeah.
Or like they had finished it or something.
Wait,
I think
G
that's
or
pretty
whatever?
important.
A, B, C, D, G?
Yeah, or something. I can't remember off the
Yeah.
top of my head what it is, but I remember.
Yeah, I
hearing
wish I
something
had
about
the
standard.
statistics.
they're working on
Wi-Fi
the
is
next
going to get
standard.
better.
I freaking
Probably.
hope so, because
Bro,
all
it's-
Wi-Fi
it's pretty good.
providers are.
It's pretty
I
good.
don't know, man.
Like we
What compared to China?
No, but like we complain about it. Like I know that you're younger than me. Think about having like Sprint. And
I
you
do
go
have
up north.
Sprint.
Yeah, you go up
I
north.
have Sprint.
You go an hour away from where you live, and you have no cell phone reception. You know what I'm saying? Now we're
Yeah.
and complaining because
all right.
Snapchat
I'm sorry.
loads
And I think that should load faster, and I wish I was in China right now because I want to be able to download something
you don't
in
wanna be in China
1
right now.
second.
It's a
No,
mess.
You're right. You're
It's a
right.
mess.
I know.
They're working on it. All right, what else we got?
All right, cars. By 2020, it's estimated that 90% of cars will be connected to the internet as compared to 10% in 2012.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
easily. That's gonna happen.
We were talking about that earlier. My car doesn't do it in its 2017.
Do you have
I don't have a hotspot in my car.
Do you have navigation in
wish.
your car?
No, it connects to the Bluetooth. I have an
So anything with nav or
does
like,
that count?
yeah, that's all satellite controlled, so it's internet. So like it downloads new maps, it gets
Yeah,
updates.
I guess. Oh no, I guess it does do like updates.
We got my wife a new car. I started
Uh-huh.
it up, drove it around. We went to the airport and stuff, and came back. And the next day, I started it up, and I was like, "Oh, there's a software update for your car. Just go ahead and hit update. Leave it running."
Oh, leave it running?
No, I
That's
shut it
weird.
off, but you couldn't like it wouldn't. It was telling you like the car's not going to run,
Right.
but it's going to be on. Like all the lights were on
That's
and they were
crazy.
flashing and stuff.
That's-
Yeah, dude,
that's
it's all
crazy.
connected to the internet.
I
Like
mean,
any Chevy, I think any Chevy now you get has 4G in it.
oh,
Like my Lincoln had internet in it. I didn't do anything.
a
with
really
it.
cool thing that I found that my car did though the other day was when I went to a concert in Detroit. I forgot where I parked straight up, but my phone, I guess, like since it's connected to my car, like it tells me where my car is parked. So like,
Google.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, like
Yeah,
Apple
no.
Maps or whatever. But like, yeah, I was like, crap, where did I park? And then I looked at my maps and it said where my little car was parked. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah, my
Bro,
Google do that.
You
on
got
my
bigger
Android
issues in
before.
life if you can't remember where you park your car.
No. Okay, I just it was. I've never been to the Masonic Temple in Detroit. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's a crazy place.
Yeah, it's a
Sometimes I
lot.
park in the back here when I go get snacks.
There's no parking.
Here? So no, here.
okay,
So I park in the back here,
yeah.
and then I'll walk out the front door, and I'm like, what happened to my car? I can see my car from my office all the time, but for some reason, it's just a habit.
Unknown territory. It's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, cars. Self-driving cars too.
Ooh,
Can't wait.
that's a real deal, baby.
Wait.
That's coming.
Someday.
I hate all the stuff on the internet when people are like,
You don't have. I'm gonna beep. I'm
he's
gonna beep everything.
He's sleeping in his car. Yeah, that's the reason we're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To increase human efficiency, we're
Yeah,
making it so
really.
cars are autonomous.
Yeah.
So if Bob wants to catch a snooze on the 405 and stop and go traffic and his car's handling it, chill out.
It reduces. Isn't it supposed to reduce accidents too? I mean.
Yeah,
like-
but every time there's an accident, it's super overblown because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, they were using AI, but there's
It's usually
non-AI billions of accidents and
Yeah.
people die every day.
right.
And usually the accidents are a lot of times just a car driven by a person is what caused the accident.
I mean, think about those little. What
Or
are
the
they
dude
called?
watching Harry Potter. That was the
The vacuums. What are they called? The circle ones that are like
Dyson.
iRobots?
Like, yeah, is that what it is? iRobots? No.
No,
I'm talking
iRobots?
about the vacuum.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are like kind of like self-driving. They don't get into many like bumps, so like it's the same
Yeah,
concept.
but have you ever seen one come out of the box?
No.
It runs into everything.
Really?
It learns the pattern.
oh yeah,
It learns the pattern of your
okay,
furniture.
Never mind then.
And then it does its thing. So once it figures it out, it's fine. Disclaimer though, they were in hot water because they know what your house looks like on the inside.
Oh, that's true.
They know the layout of your home.
Everything is data stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Moving on. Random one. Drones. 127 billion. That's how much the drone industry could be worth by 2020, according to recent reports by PwC. It also reported that some of the greatest increases could be in business, farming, and special effects applications.
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
But isn't there so many like regulations for drones now? It's kind of like it's almost pointless to buy one.
They
'cause,
are,
like,
but now the
Yeah,
drone
but-
market pivoted. So now
True.
they're making better devices that don't need
Yeah.
to be registered because they're smaller or
Yeah, true. And like for businesses, like drones are like super. Farming is a little surprising to me.
Farming is awesome. We have a customer that uses drones, really
Oh,
expensive,
really?
and it shows them
Wow.
hot spots in the field, dead spots in the field. So now instead of the farmers walking it, they can fly the drone, capture all the
True, it
imagery.
is great to see like the aerial, like
Stitch it all together, and they can see what's going on with their
That's
crops.
amazing. Wow. Who knew?
Awesome.
I mean, you knew. I didn't.
It's because I spend time with farmers. So like my thing, I mean, the Cybertruck got released, right? That was this week, last week,
Or announced, yeah.
not released.
Yeah, I got a lot of backlash.
It did, but
lot
then
of
they said they
backlash.
sold 200,000
Well,
pre-orders.
The pre-order is only like $100.
The freaking windows broke.
Yeah, but $200,000, isn't that like a couple million?
Yeah,
I don't know.
but still, like the
That's-
pre-order is like to reserve your spot. It's some really low amount. You don't have to pay like the full price. I don't think yet.
Got it. But that's coming. Like my big prediction is that more, the automotive industry is going to change tremendously in the next year or two with automation or EV cars.
Yep.
And I think that's going to be
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
battery cars.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
Yeah, that makes sense. I hope so. I mean, there's already a big push for like eco-friendly this whole like past 2 years even.
As I say that, I'm getting a new giant truck. I mean, but I don't know. I feel like,
Would you get the Tesla?
would I get the
Yeah,
Tesla?
you're getting a truck. If you
Yeah.
had the money, would you get that new
The
Tesla?
Cybertruck?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't roll up to Omega with your freaking big
No.
cyber like soldier looking thing?
I like the technology about it, but it's ugly as sin.
I agree.
I
I
agree.
agree.
The tech is really cool, but it does not look good.
Yeah, and it goes really fast too. And like, I mean, I don't know, like everything about it is pretty cool. Besides,
Except the way it looks.
yeah,
And there's a reason. I was reading an article. There's a reasoning behind it because of the unibody of the frame. And
like to be more
has to be angles,
aerodynamic or
I don't-
something.
yeah, I don't
Yeah, that's a little weird. I mean, yeah, I like it's not. I like it because it looks different. That's pretty much it.
so that's where I'm going. I'm going car automation and electric cars. Where are you at, Luis? Give it to me hot.
Oh, well, I think 5G is actually gonna do its thing this year.
By its thing, you mean give us brain melting
This is
radio waves?
This is gonna be the year of 5G. I don't know. That's still like up for debate. We talked about this in the last episode. Apparently, 5G could potentially be bad for your health. I mean,
I think it's going to be fine. I don't think that these major companies are trying to kill everybody in the continental United States.
Right.
They don't make as much money that way.
Yeah, true. They need us. They need us for our data.
That's also true. So you're saying 5G. What's the benefit of 5G?
What's the benefit?
Yeah.
Faster internet for the millennials.
So we're going back to your speed.
Oh yeah.
Speed kills.
Heck yeah. I don't want to be like in Instagram and not see the videos I'm trying to watch. You know, like that kills me inside.
Yeah, okay.
I would tell you that from my experience, it's not that much faster.
They're saying it's supposed to
my
be like near fiber speed on your device.
I was reading it's like
5 gigabytes.
yeah, but
No way.
yeah, from what the current
way.
implementations I've used, it's nowhere near that.
So
I think you might be hoping for another few years, Luis.
And then think about how many devices you have to replace
true.
to get 5G.
yeah,
Like all the laptops that
you
we
had to
sell
like
with
make
LTE built
way
into them.
more,
Oh yeah, they'd all have to be
So expensive.
way more, adding more to that number of like plastic.
Biggie's big on the plastic right now. He's on the plastic face.
Luis cares about the environment.
I do.
Give it up.
So I was looking at a study by the State of IT annual report, which is pretty interesting. It happens in July of every year. And they were predicting that AI, among emerging technologies, is expected to quintuple by 2021.
AI?
Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, it goes back to like robots building cars, right? Like that's always been an advancement that people are making. Now the Teslas are being made quicker, faster, more effective or efficient with AI doing it. I think our jobs are going to be better with AI. It's gonna come everywhere. I mean, I guess even my house turning on, like the lights turning on at sunset and turning off in a few hours, that would be considered AI. That makes my life, I wouldn't say easier. I'm a lot lazier because my lights just turn on when I do stuff or when I need to have stuff happen. But no, I think it's going to be in everything.
Yeah. Another cool stuff I found from this report though was, and it was this was from a survey from people or from companies and businesses in the U.S. and Europe. But the survey found that 88% of businesses expect IT budgets to either grow or stay steady over the next 12 months.
Yeah, we're not going down.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, but 88 just like want growth in IT, which is really, really fascinating to me.
Well, you have to think about it. I mean, cybersecurity is now a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have more people losing information and data every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I don't know how much. I think Baltimore was like $18 million they spent to get their stuff back.
Probably. I know it was some ridiculous amount.
I think that's going to be it. That's going to be a bigger issue.
Yeah.
I think that spend needs to go up. Because like our customers when we take them over, that's a lot of like do it yourself, or my cousin's neighbor's brother does it. And there's no security. There's nothing. There's not passwords. There's not a DC. There's not anything.
And think about like just how many breaches happened in the past year alone. Like it's insane. Like it's pretty important. Just one more thing about this report though, to dig deeper into why IT budgets are expected to grow for most of these companies. 64% say they need to upgrade their outdated infrastructure, IT infrastructure.
Yep.
47% say they or are increased security concerns, which backs up your thing. And 47% says employment growth.
Yeah. Also true.
Like, it's pretty awesome. So we're only expected to grow. That's amazing.
The market is.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's us too.
Yeah. I mean, but like, I think that relates to a lot of us because like these are IT. The report was for tech buyers. So it was just like it ranged from like, IT directors to CEOs of companies to like, whatever, because I mean, IT.
What their expectations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So everything is security and hardware.
Yeah,
software
needs to happen.
It'll also tie in a little bit to automation as they want to improve their business. They want to automate more and more things, so they're running stuff through their IT to be like, hey, how can we make this faster? How can we improve this process?
Well, then like we were talking about in the last podcast, we were talking about the fast food kiosks and with wage being an issue, and the other side of it is how many orders get screwed up because somebody mishears or so now the only person you have to blame when your hamburger's wrong is yourself.
Yeah, dummy.
So like that automation's helping out tremendously. Whether it's we don't have to have a minute staffer now at the counter, or we have less food waste because now we're responsible for what we're ordering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with all this growth too, I mean, the big thing happening next year, which we talked about a lot, is the death of Windows 7. So that's probably going to do a lot of changes in the IT world. Yeah, the hardware stuff. Exactly. So,
and I think the security posture being at 40, whatever it is, 47%, I think that's low. I think that needs to be a lot higher.
This is also a total though. Like I said, it's both the US and
I think the change of Windows 7 to go into Windows 10, I don't think it impacts the hardware as much as we think it's going to do, because a lot of people are going to do in place. Well, if you haven't invested money in 10 years, you're going to be spending cash. But I think a lot of it's going to be security. I think it's going to be a lot of fear-driven, rhetoric that's going to be going on that's driving these budgets, because everybody's scared. I mean, it happens all the time. So,
and security relates to hardware and software. Like, What do you think?
What's your big prediction?
Ransomware is only going to get worse.
Oh yes.
Oof.
Just pile it right on there, huh?
Yep. I took the easy route. The ransomware is definitely going to get worse.
Yeah, no, that is an easy route, but that's also true.
It's also very true.
I think I think the way that we're receiving it and the way that it's interacting with us is going to be more complex.
Yeah.
Right now, I think you can go to some websites and just see ads and get a payload delivered to you. So now it's fileless. There's a lot of things that people don't take into account that are really going to screw their business up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And my other prediction is a lot of businesses are going to have giant issues with it. Not just, we got a virus and it's 2 days of downtime. Oh, we got a virus. We've now completely lost all of our information.
Yeah, right. It's just like the whole fight for data, like, and how important it is to keep your data secure, or else, I mean, you're going to be held for ransom, or else it's going to be gone.
Yeah, I don't think it's no longer of people like popping your AD password and being like, I own your network now, pay me. Right. I think it's going to be, I have your data now, pay me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's pretty important.
We've seen it a lot. Yeah. I mean, not a lot, but this year alone,
there's been tons of reported ones. A lot of city governments that were affected by various ransomware attacks throughout the year. Some even having to spend like millions of dollars to recover because they didn't want to spend the ransom and they thought they could fix it themselves.
Well, then then the downtime. Then you have. I mean, we just had a customer's colo get it, like another vendor get it from somebody, like another company got it on that vendor's location.
Yep,
and it caused our customer downtime. So even that ramification is huge and never accounted for. Like, if somebody else gets it, you're in trouble too. You don't think about that because that's not what a good sales guy sells. We don't sell fear. We sell solutions and value.
I think also the industry is being attacked the most now, since we've been researching a lot in marketing right now, is the health industry and the financial industry, which is, I mean, obviously they have like so much information that it's...
Well, that goes back to
their big targets.
The conversation we had last month about regulations. Those are two very highly regulated industries. So now not only do you have to worry about your data missing, but now you're going to have the government knocking on your door or regulators knocking on your door asking you what happened with this information.
Yep.
And that's an even scarier thought, right? We're not encrypting stuff as much as we should. We're not backing up like we should. We don't have good password hygiene. We don't.
Needs to be regulated because it's so much. Like they get one of your medical files. They have everything.
Yeah,
everything.
And then it's crazy to think that that's super highly regulated. Like I can't send you an email with my with my health information on it, but my watch at home has it all in it. That now Apple controls.
Right.
But that's not regulated. No. Right. So I think that if they're going to look at it as a whole, they need to look at it what your information's doing as a whole. Because we're giving it up without even giving it up, like knowing we're giving it up. But if Bonnie sends an email that's not encrypted to another customer that has health records information, they can pay $1,700 fine per email. And then now a lot of people have cyber liability insurance. The cyber liability insurance can be canceled because of negligence. So what's negligence when it comes to that? You don't have any written policies. You were just not using encryption. You have bad password like. They're not going to keep paying out on this stuff because you're not doing the right thing. And I think that's a lot of companies are like, I got cyber, it's fine. I got cyber, you're fine. But now these audits are getting more and more granular as the regulations getting tighter and tighter. 2020 is going to be a crazy year for cyber
new
criminals.
Tech comes out and technology in itself grows. Like there's going to be new ways to go about like getting that information. Like you said, with like Apple Watches and just different stuff like that. It's crazy.
The mobile, the big shift that we made probably in 16, 17, where everybody wanted to be mobile laptops. That's also the bane of our existence because
like
that's
people don't
easy
think
to snatch.
about like your device. Like it has so much, like just as much as a computer.
If somebody gets your phone,
work.
So like if I was to hand a stranger my phone, they could go through it and learn all about me in 15 minutes.
And there's ways to unlock them. Like it's not like it's totally
no, it's scary.
Totally secure.
But we give it up, baby. Right? We give it up.
I've already lost like 10 phones in my lifetime.
That's crazy.
I know.
I
just have terrible memory and I just lose them. I don't know. It just,
You take this and you put it in.
It's not that simple, man.
It really is.
Dude, we were just talking about this the other day. I have probably 3,000 pictures of my family on my phone.
Yeah.
But no physical photo album. Think about that. I have pictures that only I have seen on my phone that I don't share. I send them to people, but it's not like what it used to be where you go to your house and you're like, oh, here's little pictures of baby Louise. Nah, it's like, here, look at my phone. I mean, our nanny made a scrapbook.
What happens if like all your memories get lost?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, they have services now where you can print like phones to mobile, but like, I mean, I don't know.
All my stuff gets uploaded to Dropbox.
Right, exactly.
I have 2 separate photo backups that just upload automatically when I take pictures.
Yeah.
But still, now that's in the cloud, you know what I mean? Your iCloud gets hacked. Next thing you know, you're on some websites.
That's why you make
doing all your traveling.
Make multiple backups.
Travelocity. Chris Beck, there he is. I think it's gonna get worse. I think the bad stuff is gonna get worse. The good stuff is gonna get better, right? I mean, those are two generic, but I really think that's gonna be the case. The AI, the cybersecurity, all that stuff is gonna get a lot better. Because it has to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because all the bad stuff is getting more sophisticated.
Hopefully, they realize that before all the bad stuff happens.
I think they do. I think there's a lot of smarter people than us having these types of conversations that are kind of get ahead of the ball.
But I think it's sometimes a wake up call when something happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's needed.
No, I think
to force change,
Yeah.
especially in established like companies and stuff. Like, I don't know.
No, and you don't hear a lot of big businesses get hit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It's always
smaller ones.
I think
because
they
they don't-
shifted their pendulum of like, okay, getting into the Fortune 500 is really, really tough because they have pretty
Yeah.
good posture. It's now like the SMB that we service is now the target because they may not have 50,000 records, but they got 5,000 records.
Also, SMBs are statistically proven to like invest way less in cybersecurity.
That's why they're the easiest.
Yeah.
I bet you can go into some potential customers or clients and get into their router or firewall by just putting in admin,
Right.
because you don't think about that. It's the same way like when we go in and we do audits on customers or potential customers, and we're like, hey, what are you paying for your internet? And they're like $200 Oh, let me call. You make one phone call. Oh, we could save you $80 a month. It's just because we have this the SMBs have this, we're too busy. Our time's better spent other places. Somebody else handles that for me. We don't really have enough time to invest in any area, so we become a jack of all
And they
trades.
just think it won't happen to them.
Correct.
Like they're
Some
just like,
don't
oh, it's not
see
going to
the
happen to
value
us.
in it as well.
Yeah.
They look at IT
Also
as
an
kind of
issue.
like a side thing they don't really need to care about.
Right. You need technology for growth. Like that's kind of how the world's moving to. So.
And the stats point to it that they're going to have to spend.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's going to be that moment of, hey, the neighboring doctor's office got shut down because they got crypto lockered. We need to do
As much as
something.
it sucks. It's kind of like what people need sometimes. Like, hey, this happened.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's a bad place to come from. But those are our predictions for 2020. We're excited for Baby New Year to be here this coming month. And we appreciate you as listeners to our little podcast here. It's been fun. We're 20 episodes?
Oh, yeah, probably. Like, I want to say like 15 to 20. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Oh,
we've been doing a good amount of them, and we appreciate you guys listening. Have a great New Year. Have a great holiday. Enjoy your time with your family. And we'll be back in the new year in 2020. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. You're supposed to say thanks.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye. Say something. Don't you supposed to stare at me.